Parks, everybody! It's my 21st U.S. National Park, that is. Good morning from the Everglades!
We're MADison and iVEN, and for today's madventure, we are swamped.
We are going to be exploring Everglades National Park by foot, airboat, and tram with my friend Catherine. This park is less than an hour away from Miami and feels like an entirely new world. What I want most out of today is to see some gators in their natural habitat.
And eat some gators.
It's gonna be a wild day. Let's go explore the wild. I think it is time to put these on. So we just made it over here. We're gonna do a hike that we've heard is one of the most popular hikes in the park. I just really hope we see some gators. Like, I feel like it's overhyped in my mind. Like, that's the thing to do when you come to Everglades. Like, you gotta see the gators. And I'm really nervous that if we don't find them, I'm trying to keep my hopes low, but that I'm gonna be pretty disappointed.
We just saw our first alligator, like, just paces into the trail. Oh, that's so awesome. It just took all the pressure off.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I was like thinking this whole day was gonna be like so anxiety inducing, and it's like, oh my gosh, is that a gator? Oh no, it's not. I just want to see a gator. And instead, like, it's done. We've done it.
Instant gratification. That was awesome. And there's still so much more to see. Like, it goes all the way down.
This walk was incredible. We have seen at least 10 gators so far just doing this hike alone. Like, this is so awesome. It's beautiful. It's so different than any national park that I've ever been to. Like, completely different.
Most national parks are all about like the geography and the structures and like the Grand Canyon being so deep, but here it's a lot more subtle. It's more about like the wildlife and like the things growing in. You have to like really peek and try to find it.
It's amazing.
And like most places, if you see wildlife, you should be careful. Here it's like, oh cool, another thing.
Yes. Oh, it's so fun. What's so cool and crazy to me still is that we're only an hour away from Miami. Like, this being my 21st national park, like, I've been to a lot. And when we lived in California, to go to a national park, I had to drive 3 or 4 hours away from LA. But here it's like, we'll just take, an afternoon. Let's go head to the national park, see what's going on. It's crazy.
So now we know Everglades is pretty cool by foot, but now let's explore it by boat.
But first, let's get a real taste of the Everglades.
We've made it to Everglades Gator Grill, and where we have ordered the gator tacos and gator bites.
We got gator bites here. This is my first time trying grilled gator. So not fried at all, you get to taste the whole meat. Look at that. That's a solid chunk of gator. It's so cliche to say, but it really does taste like chicken. Juicy chicken. Very much like chicken. Gator, the chicken of the swamp. It's funny to have been seeing them at the Everglades, like swimming around, and now we get to eat them. They're not the same ones. I think these are from a farm.
They're not the same one. I got a gator taco. It's the same meat as the gator bites that iVEN was eating before. It has coleslaw, it has some nice sauces to pair with it. And it's just kind of fun to be eating gator in a taco.
snapping turtle.
Ah.
When it's first born, it actually uses that tooth to crack through its mother's shell and make its way out. Alligator will go through about 2,000 teeth its whole life. The reason why is that its bite force is about 2,000 pounds per square inch.
That was fun.
No.
It was really quick for like how much we cost and like how much time we spent there. Honestly, my favorite part was probably when the guys were introducing us to the young alligators. Those guys were super cool, showing us all of the different, they taught us so much about alligators and crocodiles even, and it was really neat to see the giant, it was the largest gator in captivity in Florida, and then getting to pet the little babies.
If you've never been on an airboat before, like me, that is interesting in and of itself, right? Because like that thing drifts. You just like sailing right through. But the thing about an airboat is that like there are no parts underneath the water at all. It's just floating in the water, and there's a fan in the back that you rotate, and that like causes it to go one way or another. So if you're going this direction and you rotate the fan, well, you start turning, but you're still going in that direction.
Which is so crazy because it also isn't like, because there's nothing in the water, we were able to go through such shallow areas as well. Like it felt like we were just on land.
You're just sailing on grass, like salty, or like waterborne grass.
Insane. A nest of baby alligators behind us. There are like at least 6 little baby alligators. It's so cute. They're trying to like catch the bugs, and they're chilling out in the sun, just being little gators. It is so amazing. I'm so happy. It's a brave mama gator though to build it so close. I guess she knew that people would see it and make sure it was protected. So maybe she's a smart mama.
Welcome guys, if you guys didn't hear my name earlier, my name is Richard. We've been together for the next 2 hours.
Best seats in the house.
Yay!
This juvenile alligator is about 2 feet long or so. Right around 3 years of age.
You can see the alligator trails left by their tails in the mud.
Just relaxes in that little entrance on the covered by
Richard is teaching us so much. We just learned about the fact that we are here during the end of the dry season, and there are so many birds here right now because the fish get trapped in huge numbers during the dry season, making the perfect feeding ground for the birds. Craziest thing he just told us is about the Burmese pythons, an invasive species that came to Florida as exotic pets but can grow up to 20 feet long. Made a home in Everglades after a hurricane in 1992 destroyed a python breeding facility. They have eaten 75% of the Everglades mammal population since then. They are such a threat to the ecosystem that there is a python elimination program where people are hired to hunt them, and a competitive python hunting challenge with cash prizes. These programs have removed close to 6,000 pythons. Florida is a wild place.
If this were anywhere but except a national park, I think that thing was fake.
Yeah.
But luckily, it decided to start moving right when we were about to walk away, And everyone, like the turtle that was there, the fish that were there, all decided to scurry away as fast as they could. It was so funny. I was like, okay, it's real.
Hope you guys enjoyed it.
This was incredible. Oh my gosh, like if there's one thing, if we could only recommend one thing we did today to you guys, it is definitely to take the Shark Valley Tram tour. This was awesome.
It was very awesome and so surprising that a tram, like I didn't go in with too high hopes, but I totally agree. So much fun.
It was like we were on a safari. Like instead of paying the $10,000 to go to a safari in Africa, like we could do it right here in Florida. It was so cool. We saw so much wildlife, and the gentlemen that ran the tour, they were so good at like finding and spotting all of the animals, the birds, the alligators, the what else? Like the trees, everything.
Yeah.
They just showed us it all.
Fish,
yeah,
turtles.
And also they had so many amazing facts and history to share, and that was just so fun. We learned so much, we saw so much.
And the watchtower at the end, and look down at like a pool of water, and like the water's clear. You can see alligator, turtles, fish right through the water from up there.
And it's so cool because it's sort of the thing where like as we're going through the marsh, I'm sure that is happening, but you can't really take in how much is going on when you're, you know, right next to it at the same level. But having that like drone view, having that bird's eye view, and being able to truly see all of the wildlife is just spectacular. Today has been amazing, getting to explore Everglades National Park, my 21st national park, and having it be such a new experience, something so different, was amazing. Right now we're talking about the nature. Even as we're standing here right now, I see a turtle, I see several fish, like I see birds, like dragonflies, like this place is awesome.
And I really loved getting to see the alligators through like different stages in their life. Like we saw little tiny baby alligators, juvenile alligators, like huge alligators
at the tower, yeah.
It's rare that you get to see animals interact with each other, right? Because you can go to a zoo and see a bunch of animals, but here, like you see that giant alligator decide to start moving after we thought it was a statue, starts to move, and the turtle just like bolts out of there.
The fish are bolting, everybody's like, oh shoot, he's coming. Yeah, you don't get to see that. That is really cool.
And it is so cool following the maddest adventures on our hearts, like my dream of eventually visiting every U.S. national park. Comment below your favorite national park so we can move it to the top of our list. Thank you so much for joining us for this madventure. Please like and subscribe. Join us on our next quest as we search for the best beach in all of Miami. And until then, live your own mad adventure. See you later, alligator.